Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm honored to yield 3 minutes to my Florida colleague, Mr. Stearns, a senior member of the Veterans Affairs Committee.
The gentleman from Florida is recognized for 3 minutes.
Yes, unanimous consent to revise and extend.
I thank my distinguished colleague, the ranking member of the International Affairs Committee, and I want to have the opportunity to speak. I've spoken earlier on this debate, but I thought I would bring some simple common sense to my colleagues that perhaps was best brought forward by David Broder in the Washington Post. Now, David Broder obviously is more sympathetic to the Democrat point of view than they are to the Republicans, but I think he makes 3 points which I'll also echo in my conversation today. Basically, we're at the end of the debate, but we're all moving towards a decision, and most of us already decided. But I have some simple common sense that I would bring to my attention of my colleagues. When General Petraeus was unanimously supported by the Senate, it was with the idea that he would bring his new thought, his new strategy to this plan in Iraq. So don't you think, as members of this body, we should give General Petraeus an opportunity to implement his plan and not immediately come forward with a resolution that says that it is a disapproving of the decision to deploy more troops to Iraq? When we deployed more troops for the Iraqi elections, why didn't you complain then? That happened twice before. We went up to almost 160,000. When we deployed more troops to ratify the Iraqi Constitution, why didn't you complain back then? That went up to almost 160,000. So now you're coming against a simple new strategy with the best we have in America, who actually has written the manual on how to do it. You're not even willing to give him a chance. No breathing space. This non-binding resolution shows your motives, which are to eventually reduce all funding for Iraq. My third point is you're so willing to do this, you're not even willing to look at what could happen with this new strategy. Let's say it works. Are you still going to offer these resolutions to cut off funds even though this strategy works? General Petraeus is successful? No matter what, you seem hell-bent on reducing funds for Iraq, yet we didn't hear any time before when we increased the surge for the Iraqi elections or for the ratification of the Iraqi constitutions. You know, in a way, Bush went to your retreat with a willingness to listen to your ideas. He's showing bipartisanship. In fact, he has a quote here which I think illustrates what the American people are saying. What really matters, quote, is what happens on the ground. I can talk all day long, but really, what really matters to the American people is to see progress. So he realizes also that he must show progress, and we are asking for this new strategy to have a chance.
The gentleman from Missouri is recognized.